And here's why I speak about it publicly. And this is the biggest problem. If I have a problem at Giants Live, I call Darren. Darren, I have a problem with this. What's the deal? What's going on? And I've never had a problem with any other show other than just talking about rules and what I don't understand, rules, stipulations. Otherwise, treatment's been great. I have a problem at the Arnold, I call Jan Todd. I have a problem at the Rogue Invitational, I can call Katie Henniger. I have a problem at World's Strongest Man, I don't know who to call.
Comment here saying that they were really happy to see Mitch be really real about World's Strongest Man on his overhead live. I always kind of thought Mitch was too corporate to be real, so that was cool.
What real
Too
stuff
cool,
were you doing?
too cool for it to be
Too
real.
corporate.
Too corporate.
I was too corporate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyone who knows me well at all knows that I'm not corporate in any way. Yeah, I was just talking. I was talking about some of the stuff with Worlds that is really annoying to me. And look, you can't fault any guy who doesn't want to come out and say something about World's Strongest Man in any negative light, because really there are very few automatic qualifying spots to World's Strongest Man, and you're jeopardizing your future in the sport, your family, all of that to come out and say it. So if I'm in a spot where I go, worst comes to worst, I'm not invited to World's Strongest Man next year, doesn't bother me. That's fine. It will cause them more headache than it will cause me at this stage, I believe. But I also recognize I will be fine without World's Strongest Man, and World's Strongest Man will be fine without me. I don't overvalue myself in that way. But I am in a position where I can confidently come out and go, here are the problems with Worlds, and here is why it is entirely possible that I don't compete at World's Strongest Man ever again, because there is a level of respect that I expect from people who I work with. And it's the respect thing. It's not making a mistake. So say Brian messing up the axles last year, or Giants when they had one pad in the overhead. I will be the first one to go like, it is fine. Shit happens. We'll move on. But when you're expecting the family of the competitors to pay for their tickets to watch, and you're a multi-billion-dollar organization, I don't understand. When you don't release the event, so I can't make content, no one can make content, you guys can't promote it, what's the point? When you have these old TV contracts that ultimately the production is terrible. I don't know anyone who actually likes the end production of World's Strongest Man.
It's horrible.
And I'm sorry if that offends anyone. And again, if anyone from Worlds is watching, I'm sorry if that offends you. I'm sorry if that upsets you. But it's bad. I don't like it. I don't like to watch it. When I won, I didn't watch it. It's not interesting to me. And if it's not interesting to me and I want it, who is watching this? I also see during social media times that World's Strongest Man is on. My social media does not spike in any discernible way. It does not improve. So I don't know where they get their numbers from of how many people are watching, but it spikes more when there's like the CBS viewing of the Arnold or from the Rogue Invitational. So I don't understand that many people are watching. I don't know if that's true or not. And maybe it is, but I don't know. I don't see evidence on my side. I don't see sales spikes in any of my businesses when it airs. It's the fourth highest paying show. They've sold tickets.
You're not going to.
I'm still ranting.
Keep ranting.
I'm still ranting. They've sold tickets for 2 years, paid tickets that you guys are paying, and they have not increased the prize money at all in the past 3 years. So we're now in the second year. We now have Rain, who has left because they don't want to deal with them. I have a major sponsor who wanted to be involved, and they were too much of a pain in the ass to be involved with. It's financially makes no sense for some of these sponsors to be involved because they don't get the exposure they want. It's overinflated. On and on. FanFest this year will be smaller than last year. That is a colossal failure of World's Strongest Man to try to make that great. Tier was there in 2023 when I won. They left that event saying, we want to be the title sponsor when SPD is up. 2024, they want to come back, and Worlds did something like doubled the price for them to attend. So well, it doesn't even make sense for us to attend it anymore. We're sorry we can't support you. I don't blame you because it annoys the crap out of me as well. And on. The contracts that they've made us sign that I'll talk about someday, they are absurd. Some of the stuff in there, I don't care to say this. This year, they've tripled the payment time frame from 30 days to 90 days. And for me, I don't care. That's fine. But for a guy who's coming here from somewhere overseas, they work a normal job. They're bringing out a couple of family members who have to pay for their own tickets. And then that guy comes fifth or sixth in his group. He makes several $100s to take a week off of work to fly across the world, to fly his family across the world, for them to buy their tickets. And you're telling me that you can't pay that guy within 3 months? The average show pay time frame is, I would estimate to be 5 or 6 days. Giants being 2, Arnold's being 3, Rogue Invitational. There was a week and a half or so this year. Why does Worlds need 3 months to pay out money to us? All of these things, you stack them together on top of many, many other more egregious contract stipulations that they had, and I can't ethically be a part of that moving forward. And I had meetings with them last year between the heats and the finals, and I was assured that conversations would continue and things would improve. They took things out of the contract that were just completely untrue. I.e., if you release your participation in the event, you are liable for material damages, which could be millions of dollars that they release as well, and we collaborate and we're in breach of contract because of it. They took out stuff like that, but then they tripled the payment time frame inexplicably. And so this constant disrespect, and if I am vocal about it, you guys know how many athletes read the rules, never mind read their contracts. If I can be the person to read the contract and bring light to some stuff that is absolutely ridiculous, then I'd love to be that person. And frankly, I have more respect for the title. If someone told me in 10 years' time I won World's Strongest Man or I won Strongest Man on Earth, I have more athletic respect for the person who won Strongest Man on Earth than World's Strongest Man. And as much as World's Strongest Man is the title, and it is the most important title right now, if this continues, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, it won't be the most.
Yeah.
Your fourth highest paying, you are, in my opinion, the worst run.
The other comps have definitely leveled up.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Worlds hasn't. It felt like it was for a small period, and it just feels like it's taken a big step backwards.
And here's why I speak about it publicly, and this is the biggest problem. If I have a problem at Giants Live, I call Darren. Darren, I have a problem with this. What's the deal? What's going on? And I've never had a problem with any other show other than just talking about rules and what I don't understand, rules, stipulation. Otherwise, treatment's been great. I have a problem at the Arnold, I call Jan Todd. I have a problem at the Rogue Invitational, I can call Katie Henniger. I have a problem at World's Strongest Man. I don't know who to call. I don't know who's in charge of anything. I hardly know anyone on the team. All I know is that their email ends in @IMG, and that's someone who's involved with World's Strongest Man. It's impossible to decipher and figure out. And then you bring up a problem and say, okay, we'll have a meeting on that. And they'll get 10 people in the room for a meeting about where the athlete tent is going to be, or just some sort of nonsense. And anyway, I'm at my wit's end with it from a respect point of view, not from anything else. The show could go horribly. Anyone could run a show and it could suck or whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It could even be unfair, and the reffing could be unfair. And you could pick bad refs. I don't care. It's sport. It happens. Disrespecting the people who make you the money that you make is a major problem in my eyes.
Yeah.
Damn. That was a good answer, Mitch. Thank you.